wrong here? But it's so cool. Check it out. The red. Look at it. It's so pretty. Hey. I just love my red so much right after it's colored. Do you see this? Here, give you the full effect. It's gonna go like this. The cascade. Yeah. I'm pretty hair obsessed for the most part. Anyway, getting to go do something out of the norm fun with the fiance tonight. We have a babysitter. We're going to the Q in Cleveland for Raw, and I'm like super excited. Like, it has been really hard to hold in my excitement this week. But I'm having one of those days like I've had in the past. Like, I've talked on many of the vlogs in the past about how when I've got something going on in my routine that's not normal, it kind of gives me like this underlying anxiety feeling for the whole day. And I've talked before about how what we're really afraid of is success, and not necessarily failure. So I wanted to hop on for a sec because I think we get lost in feeling anxious. Just because you're feeling anxious does not necessarily mean it's because there's something bad going on. You've heard me say before, one of my biggest anxiety triggers is happiness and success. And that's not a cop-out. That's a real thing. When I spent a lot of years living in managed chaos, and I spent a lot of years self-destructing because I didn't know how to deal with life when it wasn't in a state of chaos. And I've since tried to do little things here and there to remind myself that I don't need chaos and I don't need to self-destruct like I developed a habit of being. And I really wish there was a different word for failure than failure, because I think that word is overplayed. I think that it's applied to a lot of things that do not fall under its true definition. You could say setback instead of failure, or that the way that you did it wasn't necessarily one of your strengths, you know what I mean? Without necessarily saying that it was a weakness, because when you start comparing strengths to weaknesses, you turn a lot of things into a black and white world, and there's a lot of gray. When you start associating success versus failure, you're living in a black and white world, and there's a lot of gray. I think that it would be more accurate to say failure or setbacks are disappointing, and disappointments are stressful. But I really truly believe that more of us than not are afraid of success. We're not afraid to fail. You're not really afraid to fail. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to fail. You're disappointed when something doesn't go well. That's a more accurate way to say it. You're disappointed when something doesn't go well, but you're not afraid to fail. You're afraid to succeed. And that's based very, very simply on the fact that nobody likes change. Nobody likes change, and success causes change. Not failing causes change. So you have to find a way, a form of therapy for your mindset when you start seeing yourself drift towards a black and white world, because there's no such thing. Life is not going to ever be black or white. You will not find success if you view things that way. And if you only have too far extremes and you are unwilling to discover the area between, you'll never get to the other side. You can't complain about being stuck on one side of the field when you are perfectly capable of walking to the other side and you're not doing it. It's like saying you want to be in the ocean, but you don't want to walk through the sand. And that's not to tear anybody down. It's just a little reminder that there are small ways we can change our mindsets so that we don't see failures as a quote-unquote failure. They're a disappointment, and disappointments suck and they're stressful. Disappointments always suck. They're always going to suck and they're always going to be stressful. But fear of success is a lot more accurate. Because success brings change. Success brings good change, and it brings bad change. Success, progress. Also, not just success, progress. Progress is nothing but change. And our society today, nobody likes change. And that, ironically enough, is never going to change. So, the only thing that you can do to get past a hump that you're trying to get over, or to find the motivation to start taking steps in the direction of your hopes and dreams, is not even necessarily to fall in love with the failures, but it's to find therapeutic ways to continue to treat your mindset while you progress and changes happen. If you changed your mindset on how you react to changes, if you modify, because that sentence is a whole bunch of whatever, if you evolve the way that you approach change, I guarantee you that you will have a lot less failures in your way. Because failures are comfortable. Failures put you back in a place that you've already been. Success puts you in a place you've never been. So, you can't blame failures if what you're really doing is avoiding the fact that you don't want to change. But if you don't want to change, then you won't. And success is change. Progression is change. Hard work is change. Hard work is change every day. Hard work is a change every time you put the work in. Every time that you give it your all, you are creating change, and it's beautiful. That is the beautiful side of change, but change nonetheless. So, that's my little rant for the day. Modify the mindset that you have about change, and allow yourself to progress and allow yourself to evolve so that you can be successful and it'll open infinite doors. But in any case, the change in my routine today of the date night is, I'm super excited. We never do this. We've never done something like this. I have never actually done anything like this in my adult years. He hasn't done anything like this since the, early 20s or something like that. I'm really, really, really excited about it. I'm trying to let that excitement flow more freely over my outlook on the day because I feel like I'm not getting shit done. And the fact that everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. My mother-in-law's going to come over and watch the kids. They're going to have pizza for dinner. Nobody is going to break any serious rules or die. And me and Doug get to go have some very, very, very much needed space and time doing something that we're both going to enjoy so much. I'm just really excited. So, maybe I'll record, maybe I won't. I'll probably be talking about it forever because I'm just so excited. I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid right now. So excited. But I do have to go take care of Legend, and it is just such a gorgeous day out today. Like, now I'm starting to ramble. I'm not, like, closing this up at all. It looks like it's going to rain, but oh my god, right now it's gorgeous. You know, in Tennessee, this is like winter. But I'll never live in Tennessee. Let's be real. I'll never live outside of Ohio. Anyway, it's nice to be back. Hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me. I have gotten a lot of my projects way, way, way more complete. So maybe I'll make videos on how I accomplished that because I still don't know. And I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah. So, like, I recorded a little bit earlier that we were going to go to Cleveland for Monday Night Raw, and a friend of ours from church hooked us up with tickets. But, like, if you could catch the background, we're on club level. Club level, people. Let me show you. Club level. And I'm not kidding. We act like we obviously don't belong here. But it's so cool. I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid right now. So excited. But